We're underway in the summer. Doncic pull up.
It never gets sped up. Gets that easy.
It drives on Reeves and by in this opening quarter. A lot of it with Luka Doncic. Here's Austin.
He must be aggressive with LeBron.
Elite fives of setting the tone almost behind his head. And his as Curry intercepts a bad pass. Look at it. Butler attacks and he's fouled.
Talk about that trade last year. Yeah, after that trade and
in the draft when he was drafted,
his entire career impressed.
Leave deep one. Doncic. One of the biggest reasons that Golden State can Kuminga up the floor quickly. Love it.
JJ Redick talked about
relinquishing so much size. Curry, Vincent, leave it. Ayton might. It's Curry again. Similar spot. Forward all time. Doncic. Why was JJ not looked at all the time? 10 to shoot. Great year for Rui. Cut back door and he won't get it off. 7 from the floor, but they've turned it over 5 times. Smart tries to take advantage. Can't gonna get Buddy an open look. He'll fire.
Great defense.
Steph Curry last year averaged there. We'll have to check that first game. You know that's dangerous. He fielders bench as Al exactly what he does. Payton missed the bunny. Grab the rim. Steve Kerr again won.
Against the entire Warriors bench. Of course.
Drainingly clear, and that's what Steve Kerr's trying to get an next. Doncic step back 3, filled with some numbers. Payton attacks.
And he's kind of cool too.
He is cool.
Getting frustrated there with the basketball.
For 6 start, he does have 5 rebounds, and all of that experience coming into play with Warriors have missed 5 in a row. Kuminga.
Engaged defense here from the Warriors.
Doncic. That is just 2 in the first. Curry on the step back. Via on him. Goes right to work.
Still has a lot left.
A little bit of an ankle issue, but
best. I mean, 23 and 8 down the stretch.
They're built smart. And Doncic discards him. Buddy hit for the Warriors. Doncic is fouled. You know, I was very cognizant. I've been top producer in the game, but a do-over.
I love it. I love it.
So far.
Yeah, and it's the active.
8 Laker turnovers. The Warriors 9. Butler could not finish. Puts it up. Got fouled.
Right there. Al Horford.
So Reeves back to the.
Defensively, you have to expect.
That's incredibly rare after just as being an important voice for this team.
By the Lakers.
But Jepski, although
that would be fun.
Would it warm your heart? From the 90s. Reeves will attack. Lob it up. Hayes. Laravia, Vanderbilt, and Hayes. So Butler's going to have to put it up.
And the challenge is unsuccessful. It is a deep.
Seconds left in this opening quarter. Great at each stop, but Chicago then missed tenure with the Heat.
Yeah, everywhere.
It's going to be Reeves at the horn. So the Warriors will start this to the rack, stops, and they're going to call the travel.
On the offensive end. Good defense.
Vincent fires. And another mark of leadership. Make the defense pay. Laravia tracks down the loose. Butler. Spin, had it knocked away, but
did a good job defensively.
A lot of that getting guys involved.
Young career.
Post, leave it, but Jepson to be one of the building blocks. Draymond said, be careful what you wish for, young. Right to his body, can't bank it in. AI on heels, and then enough. Just going to be against Jared. And 40% of possible games over the last couple of weeks leading into this season opener.
He has an edge.
And that makes it of what's happening around him on the floor. Paul Reeves got to start this game and start this season. Attacks, floats, and
State.
Reeves floats, and 40 to play in this first half. Reeves
goes into your body.
That was impressive. He's a positive force with his teammates as he was
back.
Yeah, you know, these guys know just the Mount 5 rebounds. Well, mid-range, so far this time will go inside draw.
Stephen Curry getting involved.
That is something that's different if you're 6'2", but you're 6-point Golden State advantage. For Hachimura on the pop, late clock. Al Horford gets open. Doncic, stop and start move. He dropped from the end of last season. Pace is clear, but the defense is what. Curry all the way. The other way. Lob it up for Payton.
Energy on both ends on display.
At the halfway point of the game.
In terms of the intensity here in this.
Deemed unnecessary, and now he and Curry on the floor to start this game.
Call for a flagrant one. We know.
Words to describe him. In a very positive colleague at NBC, Mike Robinson, and Curry was getting a lot more defensive attention. Maybe he would talk trash to that man ever.
One of the great players.
Curry relocates.
Takes is a free throw to get you going.
Doncic inside for the clear. Hook it inside. Horford, smart all the way. On NBC. Now Curry is trying to keep it rolling, and there's that. So Curry up off the screen from Hachimura. Fades. Kuminga loads it up. 19 in the NBA and 8 travel.
And just, as you said, Butler.
With his new team. Curry, the look away in the attack. Floated up and a side instead with 2:46 to play in the second.
Shot.
Either way, he was fouled.
Well, he's a guy, he's experienced.
Doncic and 8 claims. Couldn't catch it cleanly. Pajemski tried.
He's a double-double machine. He's averaged that rim to be effective in this
Off the contact. At the end of the first quarter now.
Trying to just take control of this game.
Fouls on Draymond Green. And now fouls for the Lakers. Bonus situation down the street. Curry leaves it. Kuminga loads it up. It's it for Hachimura. His three is going to run. A foul is called. Marcus.
Fouls. You don't mind that physicality.
Go to NBA.com and visit the NBA app. J.J. Redick, Barty, fly-by, 3-ball. Oh, Doncic, a deep Doncic drills the three. Pump, fire. Of his 22 in this second quarter. He's got 82 of them in his career. Oklahoma City, and this one mirror, which was far lower. 3 rebounds, 5 assists in a starting role with this team as Doncic.
Last minute, he got poked.
He closed, it feels like, half the time. Play like Sean Marion. That's a Sean Marion. Butler takes flight and for awesome pace-wise last year.
Once again, not settling for threes. He's hit.
Looking for 4 on the clock. He has to fire. Miami. Butler goes right at him.
Pass. There he was aggressive.
Towards the end of the season as Hachi
posts him up.
This time he goes right down.
Year after year, that really
asked Steph about it. He said they spent a couple days fit for an emperor, and guys, Steph
about this being the happiest time of working against Reeves. Draws the cup.
Our broadcast team getting an invite.
There's Boston. They were great. The 99 victory, and tonight earlier in a very short time, but Doncic 6 since the half. Backs down. Vincent floats it. Swing. Pajemski 3 balls right to work. He just barrels through.
Just out of sorts. Certainly run here in this third quarter.
Butler.
Doncic here in this third.
Back is where Steph is going to be, and easier said than done as try to follow that guy around 94 feet.
I mean, the energy, the professionalism.
It doesn't make you want to come back as paid quarter. It's been all Golden State since the half. Kick out. Kuminga again. Points in this third quarter, and yet he can't stay. Payton's turn. This time he's looking for 3.
15 turnovers in the first half. 29 seconds in the second.
J.J. Redick.
So Kuminga has
career high in 3s already with 4. 7 down as Steve Kerr talked about to him. Find a lot of the other stuff is going to come for him individually. LA can capitalize now. It's 8.
Someone else has got to get involved.
Horford outside. His 3. Reeves puts the head down. Gets inside. Kerr's going to challenge this. Let's see. So a delay of game. Hey, we already said his has 31 and 10. And heel, deep ball. Fends off on Horford.
This end, everything too easy for
Doncic. Attack mode
for the Warriors.
Has still the locker room as Butler goes
2 feet, excuse me. It just Austin Reeves is not.
Then on Prime Video Friday, Boston and New York.
That energy and that toughness needed.
Quarter. It's Healed again. 37% last year for Healed. Off on Butler. Gets to the rim in the second half. They were blitzing him the second he scored, but they're not letting everybody else get. Luka against Horford. Here's the mismatch side. Attacks. Lobs. Of the third. It's Healed from the logo. Rebound. LaRavia. Wing. LaRavia can't make him pay. So far he's got 35 points and Smart.
You can't take Luka out.
That the Rams were instilling.
But you have to play pair.
What JJ talked about with McVay.
Highest degree.
He's got 4 fouls now.
More of that here in this fourth quarter.
Butler working on Smart. Healed. Another 3. Reeves nearly lost it. Holding on to 5 fouls. He draws. Green. Scooped up by Butler. Spin. And you're seeing with the bench responses. Attack mode. Gets to the rim. Fade. 9. It's Horford.
I'm not sure he will.
All right. Will he? Curious how you've recovered after Steve Kerr. Just enough. Horford factor for this team this year. 8.
Luka and Austin Reeves and LeBron.
Healed. Be here for the foreseeable future. Hachimura's response. That's going to be another offense.
For taking the foot off the gas at times.
He gets inside, trailing the play, catch and finish.
Give credit to the Lakers defense.
Reeves, attack mode for 2. Draymond Green will try.
And hit a big time 3.
Reeves slicing through the lane.
He's on that defensive play.
Jimmy Butler by himself is 14 door. It's Butler, patient for Butler. Reeves.
Understands time. LeBron James, and you have to win, but
Butler down the middle.
Butler making them pay.
And so multiple. And now with back to a 10-point game. Reeves, three.
This Curry jerk,
Hit, Butler, bounce, Payton points on the attack.
knocks the
As needed, 30 could it have been if he was helped. Kevon Looney going out. And
with Jimmy Butler playing well, Kuminga with the Warriors.
Doncic, three. Phenomenal performance for Luka Doncic for the Golden State Warriors.
They believe that makes the defense.
This game with his eyes completely closed, it feels like half the time. Said Sean Marion. If he could play like Sean Marion, that's a Sean Marion in the open court. Doncic, bounce it. Butler takes flight. And Warriors team that necessarily was super awesome pace-wise last year.
Once again, what I like is he's not settling for threes. He's hit.
Leave it for Kuminga. Has not been shy. Looking for, keeps the head up. It's Kuminga with 4 on the clock. He has to fire with Vincent, former teammates in Miami. Butler goes right at him.
Vincent Butler, and he looked to pass. There he was aggressive.
Success with their small ball lineup last year towards the end of the season as Hachi
Back to let him back down. Vincent posts him up.
This time he goes right down.
So good drawing fouls, but year after year, that's so effective at coming out.
He hosted the entire team at his house. I asked Steph about it. He said they spent a couple days. Said that Jimmy's wine cellar is one fit for an emperor. And guys, Steph.
He feels he rocks with this group. Has talked about this being the happiest time of 12 to shoot for Curry. Working against Reeves, draws the Carlson Reeves.
So no, I'm just curious, when is our broadcast team getting an invite? Well, you know what? Maybe we'll come to mind.
Yeah. They're for third in record, only behind Oklahoma City and Boston. They were great. The Admiral leading a 110-99 victory. And tonight, earlier, both have talked about publicly trying to build in a very short time. But Doncic this third quarter, the Lakers now 2 for 6 since the half. Jemski as Butler backs down. Vincent floats it. Green, hand it. Curry, swing. Pajemski, 3-ball. Moore claims it inside. Ayton goes right to work. He just barrels through.
And for the Lakers on the offensive end, just out of sorts, certainly as they've been on a 16-4 run here in this third quarter.
Butler.
Not been aggressive. Neither has Doncic here in this third.
Backs. Get exact ideas where Steph is going to be and Curry is 100% of the time, which is easier said than done. As I'd imagine it is exhausting to try to follow that guy around 94 feet.
77, still the energy, the professionalism out here with this movement.
So what you're saying is watching him doesn't make you want to come back as Payton. Nearly midway through this third quarter, it's been all Golden State since the half. Curry, right past him. Kick out, Kuminga again. Jonathan Kuminga now with 11 points in this third quarter, and yet he can't stay 15. Payton's turn to go with 4 assists. This time he's looking for 3.
A distraction, and then of course those 15 turnovers in the first half. For these last 5 minutes, 29 seconds in the second.
JJ Redick.
As a team, only 10 points, so Kuminga has off of his energy and shooting.
Has equaled his career high in threes already with 4, 7. And a lot of it will come down, as Steve Kerr talked about, to him fighting at the highest level. If he does that, a lot of the other stuff is going to come for him individually. That he would. In this game. See if LA can capitalize now. It's 8.
But someone else has got to get involved.
Fields on the attack. Horford outside. His 3. Back the other way. Reeves puts the head down. Gets inside.
For the ball with 1 shoe.
And Steve Kerr is going to challenge this. Let's see it not be a challenge play. So a delay of game.
That?
Hey, we already said his. He's at 13 points. Doncic has 31 and 10. And Heel, deep ball. Doncic off the screen. Fends off on Horford.
This Laker team, they got to get stops on this end. Everything too easy for
Golden State in the third. Working on Doncic. Attack mode.
the offense flowing for the Warriors.
He's always smiling, brings a light to the locker room as Butler goes.
He plays off 2 feet, excuse me, and just
playing the third quarter.
Austin Reeves is not.
NBA Finals, Denver and Golden State. Then on Prime Video Friday, Boston and New York.
And Jackson Hayes on the floor. Can they bring that energy and that toughness needed?
Really use a run to end this quarter. It's Hield again.
Paint touches by Pajinski.
37% last year for Hield. Doncic fend off on Butler. Gets to the rim. Doncic for this Warriors defense in the second half. They were blitzing him the second he won. They're allowing him seemingly to be a scorer, but they're not letting everybody else get back to Smart. Now it's Luka against Horford. Here's the mismatch. State. That leaves Doncic open on the outside. Attacks. Lobs.
There for the easy two.
Final minute of the third. 6 to shoot. It's Hield from the logo. Doncic step back. Short. Rebound. LaRavia. One of the all-timers. On the swing. LaRavia can't make him pay. Luka has not sat in the second half so far. He's got 35 points and Smart.
For J.J. Redick with Reeves with 5 fouls. You can't take Luka out.
Plays. That's something that he loved that the Rams were instilling.
Get it going, boy. A sight to see, but you have to play Reeves in at the right time.
So what J.J. talked about with McVay.
But he impacts winning to the highest degree.
He's got 4 fouls now.
Contact. Expect to see more of that here in this fourth quarter.
To use this home crowd. Butler working on Smart. 4 to shoot. Green, swing it. Hield. Another 3. Reeves nearly lost it. Doncic, and with Reeves holding on to 5 fouls. He draws. Hayes on the attack, knocked away by Green. Scooped up by Butler. All night. Spin, and just how much energy he can provide, and you're seeing with the bench responses. 6 to shoot. Doncic back on the floor. Attack mode, gets to the rim. Fade. Struggle has been from 3, where he's just 2 for 9. It's Horford. You're saying he can?
He's capable.
I know he's capable.
Not sure he will.
All right. Will he know your limitations? I'm just still curious how you've recovered after Steve Kerr.
There, you know.
Just enough.
You noticed it too.
Just enough. Horford. Feels like Kuminga's going to be the X factor for this team this year. 8
gets more and more comfortable with Luka and Austin Reeves and LeBron, but not enough here tonight thus far.
Hield. And so he was excited to get a deal done and be here for the foreseeable future.
Right away, this young player.
Hachimura's response. That's going to be another offense.
They're known for taking the foot off the gas at times.
39, 12, and 8 for Doncic. He gets inside. Get numbers for the Lakers. It's Ayton trailing the play. Catch and finish.
Now just out of rhythm. Give credit to the Lakers defense.
It's a 7-0 run. Reeves attack mode for 2.
Game, as you said.
Working on Doncic. Draymond Green will try.
Checked into the game and hit a big-time 3.
How can the Lakers do the same? Reeves slicing through the lane.
Impact to the body on Reeves on that defensive play.
Jimmy Butler by himself is 14-5 to play. Warriors looking to close the door. It's Butler, patient. 9 points in the season opener for Butler. Reeves.
Great footwork. Understands Austin Reeves as we see LeBron James, and you have to wonder tonight for his Laker team, but he is sparkling.
He's a shining star. Butler down the middle.
Butler making him pay.
In years past when they were dominant, they were so multiple, and now with the back to a 10-point game. Reeves 3.
You're going to see a steady diet here of this Curry jerk.
Curry. Hook it. Butler. Bounce. Payton. Around for Doncic with 41 points. On the attack.
Oh, my.
As always, when the big shot is needed, 30 has, and you have to just sit back and wonder what could it have been if he was healthy. About Horford being the main difference, Kevon Looney going out, and
last year before the Butler trade, with Jimmy Butler playing well, Kuminga with this balanced team here with the Warriors.
Doncic 3.
His Warriors.
Phenomenal performance for Luka Doncic. Performance to start the season for the Golden State Warriors.
They have championship aspirations. They believe that rated him. Al Horford in the mix, the defense.